What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another character showcase video. So, it is time for Apocalypse here. It took forever to get his potential, of course. It took the maximum amount of days, but we have him level 80 now. Gonna give him another try after doing the initial test when I first bought this uniform at level 70. I was massively disappointed with his performance. His damage was so bad. I couldn't believe how bad his damage was. There's like, I feel like most of the characters in the game would do more damage than him. He seemed like he was like barely moving the health bar on the boss. But yeah, we got him level 80. Gonna give him a chance. We'll go ahead and take a look at his stats here. I did also waste materials on him that I didn't intend to do. As you look at this bottom gear here, it's at plus 30. I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally hit the rally enhance instead of just a regular because I was trying to get that up to 27 to increase the stat bonus. Not to level 30, so yeah, he cost me more than I wanted, and that was mainly to max out his dodge here because I have dodge on that last gear and that maxed it out. That was why I wanted to do 2 levels on that. But anyway, regardless, he's maxed out now on dodge for his CTP of Rage. We have all his gears, or his skills at still level 6 right here. We have no type enhancement. We have fully awakened power of Angry Hulk. We have just a random artifact on here to give him destruction. And then the rage that, again, this rage was on him basically since release, so I didn't put this on him when this uniform came out. This is just what I've always had on Apocalypse since he was added to the game. And then we did upgrade his uniform to Mythic so I could give him the best chance since I have no other use for my Phoenix feathers, so I might as well rank up his uniform. So that is Apocalypse here. Let's just go ahead, hop into some content, and hopefully he'll be doing better this time around. Alright, here we are at King, Stage 9. We have the same team that I always use for these showcase videos. We have all dodge ignore strikers. So let's hop in and see what kind of difference level 80 makes from level 70. Again, when he was at level 70 going in here against King, he barely could take that. He couldn't even take down a full health bar in a single rotation. So he was doing really bad. Actually, dang it, what was his rotation? I can't remember. Was it this? Hey, he's actually doing a few health bars worth of damage now. Amazing what level 80 can do for a character. Look at that, he's actually doing halfway decent damage now. Level 80 normally just, it basically like doubles your damage. It seems like it might have tripled his damage. That's how bad his damage was before this. Wow, okay, yeah, his damage is looking so much better now. Let's just getting his dodge maxed out and then get him to level 80 and also getting his uniform to Mythic really that big of a deal. Let's go ahead and do a little extra damage here. We need our Rage to proc for us. Come on, Rage. There we go. A little bit at the end there. Hey, that didn't do that much damage. That's pretty nice. I don't even remember if this is correct rotation. I don't remember if I'm supposed to proc on 4 or 5. I've already forgotten and I can't. Let's see what else. I don't think it matters too much. I don't know. Why does his damage look so much better now? I don't think they did anything to change him. They didn't, like, put a patch in or something, right? I didn't notice my phone doing any kind of updates or anything like that, but yeah, level 80 seems to be making a massive difference for his damage, because, again, he could barely move King's health bar before that. Like, just to give a comparison, because I was testing this out when he's at level 70, his damage was less than Sin here. So my Sin was doing more damage than Apocalypse. So we could see the damage that she does right here, and then you can get an idea of how bad he was at level 70. Alright, so he was doing basically, if our CTP would activate, yeah, he was basically doing damage very similar to that. That was the damage that Apocalypse was doing with that uniform. Like, he couldn't even get a full health bar, so she's actually doing a little bit more damage then Apocalypse is... Oh, I think she gets one shot from this stuff. Oh, she actually survived. Yeah, so that's a pretty big difference, isn't it? Getting to level 80 and getting the uniform to Mythic. I guess let's try him out on Null. Let's see how high up we can get here. I don't remember what stage we can do for Null, but I'll be back when I find something. Alright, so we can get all the way up to stage 39 here for Null. This is going to be supervillains only, so we're going to go ahead and use this team here. We are going to give him Mystica support, Thanos for his leadership, giving 50% all attack there. So let's hop in. I don't think we could get any dodge ignore strikers, but we don't really need any because he's level 80, so he shouldn't be getting dodged, but I don't know. Let's see what kind of damage he does here. Because again, I'm very surprised at what kind of damage he did to Kang just now, since he normally was not doing anywhere close to that much damage. Yeah, look at this. His damage is looking quite a bit better. Did I just miss a patch or something? Did they like give this uniform a little bit more damage? Because it's hitting so much harder than it did before. It still doesn't seem like top tier or anything like that, but is significantly better. All right, let's do our tier 3 here. Yeah, it's so much better. Are we gonna get... Oh, we got snared. So I don't think we're gonna make it to a minute. Actually, let's just pop this, see if we can get there. Nope, not quite a minute. Alright, almost. Come on. Just a few more hits. 2 more health bars. Are you serious? Come on! There you go. Holy! Alright, so a minute and 45, minute 20, something around there. Which is actually doable, so he can actually clear Null at this stage, so that's more impressive than I thought. Yeah, he seems so much better at level 80. It's so weird. He's got such a big damage boost just from getting from level 70 to 80. Well, that and getting the uniform from normal to mythic, but I really don't think it should be this big of a difference. Let's go ahead and hop over to Dormammu and see how he does over there, because that'll give us a better idea of his kind of raw damage. Alright, here we are over at Dormammu. We're going to be using the same team that we used for the showcases with Thina and Shuri. And of course, Dormammu happens to be Blast today, so we are at type disadvantage. Go figure, but hopefully we'll still be able to get a good idea of what Apocalypse is going to be doing here. Alright, let's see if I'm still going to be surprised or impressed with the change in damage. Alright, off to a decent start. He was moving bars there, which is basically, you know, what more can you ask for? Maybe some more bars moving. Let me see if I want to... Do I want to do the tier 3 first? Yeah, just do the tier 3 first. That's a little better. It gives it time to kind of wind up so that the rage is still active during its full kind of impact. Again, I'm kind of surprised at the difference in damage from level 70 to 80. And right now he's actually looking like a solid character to me. Like before I was like, this uniform is complete garbage and you should never waste your crystals on it. But now he seems like he could actually be a fun character if you're going to invest enough in him to get him to level 80 and you put a rage on him. So yeah, there's definitely some caveats there, but if you wanted to do that, it seems like he could actually do some damage now. But we'll still have to wait and see. I want to see how fast he clears this first phase here before I give too much praise to his additional damage here from his rank up. Alright, yeah, so we'll be back once we get to the next phase. Alright, there we go. So, 2 minutes and like 12 seconds, which is actually not bad. I mean, it's not top tier, but it's definitely not low-end damage. And then here we got... Oh. He got a full bar. That is impressive. What about with the tier 3? Getting a full bar is basically what I look for on the default rotation. 1, 2, and 2 and like a 15th. Yeah, he gets a full bar in a standard rotation, so he actually has solid damage now. I don't know what changed, but I am actually okay now with his damage. Would I prefer it to be a little bit better? Sure, because he still doesn't seem like a native tier 2 kind of damage. Because there's plenty of level 80 characters that are not native tier 2s that can do damage very similar to this. And also better than this. So you feel like he would get a little bit more of a bump up than them. But, I mean, now he's actually usable, so I don't know what to say. I don't know if they did a change or if it was just getting him to level 80. Because, again, level 80 does make a big difference on the character's damage. It really does, but usually not this big of a difference between 80 and just regular 70. So now I'm not as sad about buying this uniform, because now I can probably have some fun with him in just random more boss stages when I feel like using him. And it could actually be maybe pretty useful in dispatch as well. I have a few missions that I still need to clear in that, so I'll see if any of them require a supervillain or a combat type or something like that. He can maybe help out with that. Since I already have a rage on him, he'll be good for AI controlled. Let's just use this, why not? But again, yeah, his damage is looking surprisingly good now. I don't know what to say. I think that if you wanted to use him and you plan on investing a rage in him, he could actually be a pretty fun option now. So I'm not saying that his uniform is completely useless or a complete skip now. It just requires a decent amount of investment to, I would say, have fun with the character. Alright, so that is going to be Apocalypse here. Again, I'm impressed with his damage at level 80. Again, I do have a CTP of Rage on him. The only thing I'm really missing out on getting a little bit more damage is going to be his crit damage. His crit damage is a little bit low for me, but besides that, everything else is pretty much maxed out. I mean, I don't have his artifact. That would also give him a little bit more of a buff. Could do some type enhancement here, but that doesn't really help unless he's fighting speed types. Could maybe level up his skills a little bit more. Could level up his gears, and of course he has access to actually being tier 4, which he is not right now. So a few more things that could bump up his damage even higher, but he seems like a solid kind of rage character option. I think he actually is somewhat decent with a energy. Let me see how quickly he procced this stuff. Maybe you might proc pretty early actually with your energy, but like I said, if you have an extra rage to throw around and you do like Apocalypse as a character, he will actually work for you now if you get him to level 80. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know in the comments below if you have ranked him up, if you got him to level 80, and also let me know if there was any changes that I missed on, you know, something that made this uniform better. Which actually, I should check really quickly, because one change that they could have done to make it better was give him... Where am I looking? What's it called? Accumulation, right? Because he didn't have accumulation before, did he? Yeah, he still doesn't have any accumulation. Yeah, still doesn't have any. Okay. I don't think I see any changes for any of the skills here. They still look pretty bare bones like before. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's it. That'll be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.